Well then. I'm sorry. So then.
Well?
That's right.
Huh?
I see.
Today, I'm feeling
Why?
Come on.
In other words, hey! What is this? You're a liar! Thrills! Chills! Kill! I can't wait!
Huh? What the heck? What?
What are you saying? Wrong! You're...
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Oh no!
I'm sorry.
Huh?
I see.
What? Not possible.
Impossible.
What are you saying?
I'm sorry.
What?
Please!
Don't make me repeat myself. Come on. I see.
Wrong! You're wrong! What the heck? That's terrible!
Wait.
however...
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Hina.
Huh?
I'm sorry. Well,
But...
I'm sorry.
As such, soon the doors to the dining hall. Okay, then.
No way!
Don't make me repeat myself.
That's terrible! Why?
What?
this?
Calm down.
Why?
Anyway,
But I don't. Good. Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m., and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to...
What the heck?
Such ignorance. Stop talking.
What is this?
Naturally.
What the heck?
What did you say?
That's terrible!
hey,
What the heck?
however, in other words,
But... What are you saying? Huh?
What the hell?
You disgust me! You're a monster! To say something like that, it should have been you. You should have been the one to die!
What? Interesting.
What is this?
That's right. Just a second. Hey,
I don't have time to play with you.
You know?
I'm sorry. I see.
As such, soon the doors to the dining hall. Okay then. Sweet dreams.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma!
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and not yet ready to greet another beautiful...
Hina! Are you okay? What happened?
She killed her. Genocide Jill killed Hina!
You gotta be kidding! You SOB! Totally not adorable. My beautiful scissors! Sorry. But... what the heck?
You're serious?
Sorry.
Damn. How dare you! No forgiveness! I can't forgive this! What? I can't forgive this!
Hey. It would seem...
Wait. Goodbye.
That's fine. Whew. In other words... I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you, because... That's fine. And Anyway... Indeed. So... shall we go? Indeed. Wrong. Right.
Thank you.
Indeed.
So,
What?
you see. But I want to be able to help. That's right. That's right. So, but still, I'm gonna do.
Hey. Certainly. Correct. Makoto. Hey. Now, if...
I wanna believe it. Leave it to me.
Listen. That's right. Indeed. However, that's what we have to do. Correct. It's true. So then... Makoto. However, it's true. Hey, why? Listen to me. Just a second. So...
That's right. Leave it to me. So, I'm gonna... Huh? Thank you.
Makoto. Correct. Goodbye. What? Why is that? Whew. It's true. However... So... Correct. Makoto. Indeed. Hey.
Huh?
Anyway... Listen to me. Wrong. It would seem... In other words... Indeed. Makoto.
Please!
A body has been after a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like. The class trial will begin.
Huh? Sakura's dead? She's really dead? Yes!
I see.
Just a second.
Interesting.
It's your fault!
What?
What?
I won't forgive you.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
What the heck? Come on! It's the Huh? Say what? In other words, Phew! Hey, well done.
What is this?
Shing!
What is this? I won't forgive you.
Anyway,
That's fine.
what? That's fine.
What?
It's your fault! I won't forgive you.
Stop talking. It's all clear now.
Yep.
It's all clear.
What are you saying?
Calm down. Hey, correct. Listen. Listen to me. Hey. So... in other words... Hey. That's fine. Correct. In other words, however, it's true. In other words, it's true. In other words, indeed. It's true.
Huh? Well... I mean...
That's fine. Naturally.
Why? It's true. Wrong. Hey. Indeed. So, in other words, wrong. Just a sec. Hey. Correct. So... However, it's true. Certainly.
What the heck? I won't forgive you.
What? Come on.
Hey. Certainly.
What the heck? I won't
So, in other... Listen. So then, listen to me.
Well?
So you're back to normal.
Don't even say her name. I wasn't...
Hey, I was...
What do you want? Well...
You know? What? Could it be... How about that? You got it all wrong! Actually... Don't look at me! Hey, come on! Huh? Hey, come on! What?
What? I see. I see. It's certainly... What? So, in other words... What? That's fine. I see.
Hey. I see. Anyway... So... Hey. Correct. So... Just a second. Hey. Whew. It's true. So... Hey. Correct. I see. Hey. It's true. It would seem... Indeed. Correct. It's true. Hey. Correct. So... However...
What the heck? I won't forgive you.
Hey. Hey. So... Hey. Anyway... That doesn't matter. So then... So then... In other words... Listen. In other words... So then... So then... I knew it. In other words... Hey.
Whoops! He had caught me sleeping. Should I do it? Is okay. Then please go through the...
What?
Yes, indeed. Well, here. Yes, indeed. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Just the worst.
Don't look at me! Don't be mean!
What the heck?
Now then. Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the result. If you can figure out who done it, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa! Deja vu!
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses. It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get. It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get. It was one of you. One of you killed.
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get. It was one of you. One of you killed.
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
No, he's wrong. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her. The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
No, he's wrong. Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small... It was white with red...
What's that got to...
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's...
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy, so there's no way a single one of them was left in the
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation!
Well, but she gave it to me forever ago! It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When?
The last time you saw Sakura was... when...
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was, Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room!
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked! That's all! I didn't do anything! You gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostile.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message! At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message.
That's true! I saw-
See? See? Toko!
What are you saying?
You just don't know when you're beat, do you?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime, so it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
I got it! Kyoko, you found...
That's right. Looking through I found it right there at the scene of the crime.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense! I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense! I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message.
It was only after I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense!
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying when Ogre's body was discovered.
Shoot!
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final...
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense!
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found that it was only after the investigation had begun.
I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense!
I I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your what I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
When I pulled it out.
What's your what I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when it was only after the investigation had begun.
I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your what I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Shoot!
I can tell you exactly when I found the
dying when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell you it was only after
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
when I pulled it out.
What's your what I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
No, it's wrong. When Sakura's body was found, that's where Kyoko found it. And you weren't at the murder scene. Tell us the truth, Hiro.
Hold on. All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is.
I don't even know where to begin. Just
Actually, can we even be
I think we can all agree 100% without a doubt. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is... bullcrap! Give it a rest! I'm at least 30% right! The occult is bullcrap! The end is nigh! I'm at least 30% right! The occult is bullcrap!
I refuse to give up yet!
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. Show me the proof.
This should prove it. I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. Both of her hands were complete.
What?
Hero could very well. That would explain how he knew about it.
Yeah.
He admit.
I figured as much.
But why would...
Because I killed... Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon.
You just did exactly as the
And when I got there... And that's all she said. Suddenly, as soon as I heard that, I just knew she was gonna kill me and make... So of course I freaked! I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from... I hit her from behind. Then she just went limp. I didn't... Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I did... So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine.
I can't believe you!
Well, that's what happened.
You're not gonna get off that. It's dead. We're ready to vote now, right?
No, I think there's more.
What are you talking about? What?
There's one thing that heroes, and until we figure that part out,
Shoot! I got it! That's true. By the time the body was discovered, why would you take the time to write that
Oh, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just...
Really?
He's lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie.
Assuming he's telling the truth, in other words, at least one other person was in the rec room.
I don't think there's any question. If they went to the trouble of... They must not have liked what was written on it.
I got it! It had to be... Who else would want to hide the magazine?
Is he right, Toko? What? Wait! That doesn't even matter! Hero just...
That's right.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hero attacked Sakura with the...
What do you mean?
What he means is that
You can't be serious!
Hero, tell us what... If we go through it once more, if... Just tell us what happened.
I don't really see what... I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
See? Hero really is the killer!
I didn't want to, but I grabbed him on a coop and I hit Ogre from behind.
You hit her from... And you only hit...
Yeah, just once.
Shoot!
I didn't want to, but
I grabbed him on a coop and I hit Ogre from behind.
You hit her from... And you only hit...
Yeah, just once after the first one. And
See? Hero really is the killer!
Didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Once.
No, that's wrong! If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
That's right.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies.
But I only hit her.
2 wounds means she was struck twice.
Hold on. She was attacked.
It's not just because of her head wounds. There's something very suspicious about. Once you understand that point, think back. After the... And we found pieces of a bottle.
That was the bottle.
For now, just note that there were 4, but originally, there were 6.
But how?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all...
I refuse to give up yet! Now I understand! That's it! Inside each bottle,
King, rook, bishop.
and the piece that was the knight.
So, I guess you don't know too much about... In chess, there are 6 different pieces. What was left intact at the crime scene. And on the ground... Oh!
So we only have evidence for 5...
What does Chef...
Yeah, Shogi is.
Yeah! Wait, so let's say there's still no evidence that that bottle could have...
No. It's clear... How? Think about what state the missing bottle...
I got it! The bottle must have been... Because there was evidence...
Huh?
That's right.
And what is this?
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces of this... And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. There was actually more than 1 bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles. But when they did, they must have, which is only natural. They certainly... Why would...
Because of what it would reveal about the case. I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the
second wound on Sakura's head. Given all the evidence,
the killer wanted to make it look like there was...
From there, we can conclude that, wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was, but there's no evidence.
No way! You killed her!
Shut up! Until feel too...
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. Plus, I just remembered...
Okay, fine.
It was right after I got... I was kind of nervous about it, so I was waiting there. I saw Toko go into the... Pretty soon, Ogre showed up. I assumed Toko was still in there, so... But when I got inside...
And you just now...
After the shock of thinking I'd killed...
Could someone tighten the screws on his...
So, Toko!
You don't know what you're talking...
I'm sure she didn't disappear.
Hiding in the... Whoa. It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough!
This should prove it. Did you know someone left a hint? They must have been hiding in there. Does this handprint...
Okay then, let's just compare it to...
Stop wasting...
Okay, it's my...
Dang!
Then you can... No,
Out with it.
I probably did kill...
Straight up?
Wait,
Give us the details, Toko.
Talk.
after I read Sakura's note, I didn't know what she might do if I didn't, so I figured...
Then, did you see...
Yeah, and I...
Well...
So, after he left, I flipped the magazine...
But when you did...
I didn't mean to.
Imbeciles.
Forget all that. After I put the magazine back, and when there was Sakura. When I saw that, I don't remember what happened.
Guess it's back.
It was your...
My fault. Master's fault. When our faults combine.
Just answer.
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share, so I can't really say. But I was just minding my own business. Was it a prince paying me a visit? Splatter every... And, well... I got so startled. Like Sakura was just worried about... No! She's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone...
And when it was all over, you collect...
I wasn't about to die for some woman!
Just go away and die your...
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Because normally, Sakura should...
Even as strong as she is,
Hey, come on! But anyway...
Well then, that's... What's wrong?
No. Not quite yet.
Not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's...
Odd?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's? Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened. Then even this, Skag...
Your wish is my command! I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me! I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with...
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf! I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was... I remember waking up...
You were taken by surprise. You smashed her...
You got it! I smashed her!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
No, it's wrong! We found Sakura. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of...
So...
That's just another...
Are you sure you didn't attack?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth.
got it! Sakura was definitely bloodstained by the mat.
Then she must have moved the body after all to make it look like I did it.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't care. There's no way I can move a muscle back.
Then,
Well, are you still...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all. But until we take care of that,
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura.
so while everything was all
no. I got it! Even before we opened the door. And at that point, so obviously
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing?
How did you not know?
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't think you're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all...
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it,
And
Well,
that's because you're overlooking...
what was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
no, that's wrong. According to the Monokuma file, I think we can assume there's... In fact, there was even...
Well, I mean,
if that's all it was, not to mention, I didn't...
you even checked in there?
No, I'm not into dead...
But if there wasn't a cut or any...
Some sort of reaction. Sakura was...
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the...
she was poisoned?
Is it really so hard to believe?
You can...
Of course.
Everyone, quiet!
But you're the only...
The key to unlocking this mystery, you never would have, since you gave up on the search.
Well,
There's a big shelving unit in the... And that's where I found...
is that...
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still... But the specific properties don't matter. What...
Where'd you find...
The shelf is divided up in Section A.
And that's where the poison came from?
Well, that...
I got it! The poison was actually...
Strange, isn't it? Why would they...
Yes?
Because the culprit switched it out.
What do you...
I mean, this. Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master, you have to drink some water! You can't just swallow...
Idiot! He just swallowed poison!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. I'm talking about the protein?
Can I see that bottle?
Sure.
This is...
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, which makes one. The poison that should have been in that...
Now I understand! Poison? If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems...
Absolutely. So the protein was in the bottle. Once you accept that, it becomes
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was...
I got it! You're saying they gave her
a protein drink, which actually...
What?
That's all it took to...
No? I do remember. So maybe she took...
But what was offered to... And I already know... It
For real?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two...
footprints left behind. That's the evidence you're talking about.
I visited the chem lab this morning. They must have appeared around the time of the murder. What's more, the footprints were in front of the culprit must have gone to Section A. And given how clear the prints were, all we have to do is check everyone's footprint.
It was me. The footprints. They're mine. If you're all gonna find out, I'd rather you hear it straight. Yup, I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspect. The footprints were made by a pair. And the only people here...
I got it! Me and Hina are the only one.
If the footprints didn't belong to just... Plus, Hina's been acting... You were in an awful rush to get... This whole time, you've been focused on... What about it can't...
Well, it's just...
That's likely exactly because they were so close. Hina used that trust. She deceived the victim. I have to say, Hina, coming from you...
Did you really?
Why? I found her. There in the... She asked me to bring her the buds. When I went to get...
Now's my chance to kill. That's when you switched out the protein powder.
And then... And...
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't. You still don't get it, do you? Honeyed words like friendship don't... Not a person alive would just like how this girl sacrificed
You say that, but... Don't misunderstand me, but there's still that one unsolved mystery.
Are you talking about the
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it.
That doesn't matter!
No, it doesn't.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly...
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched...
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want...
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would... It's too...
He's right. It makes it...
I was just... nervous.
You didn't notice?
Yeah.
Listen, Hina. Tell us more about when you...
How come?
Hina.
Waste your time if you like. There's nobody else to suspect.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived.
Right away, I went...
And is that when you spilled...
Yeah.
I see.
So then I moved to Section A, and once I was done, I took the protein, but I accidentally... And because of that...
That story, first you went to Section C to get... Meaning you went from... Can you repeat that series?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac?
It's the same thing.
First I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
Shoot!
First I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the... And he spilled some of the... Yeah. Okay. I moved from Section C. And that's where I switched the powder. Once I was done, I put the bottle filled. Then I took the bottle and left it. That's all there is.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
First I went to Section... That's when I grabbed the... And he spilled some of the... Yeah. Okay. And then... I moved from Section C to Section...
No, it's wrong! You said you went to get the poison from Section...
Yeah?
And after that... But the foot... That contradicts...
What?
Then maybe she moved...
No, that can't be it.
What the... Hina!
You lied to us. If you look at the footprint... The powder, so you never...
What the hell?
And the footprints aren't... Before I explain that part...
New evidence?
Are you sure? It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave. I'm amazed you, of all people...
Just say it already!
I found... It had sunk to the bottom, and the hidden clue was exposed. I couldn't have solved the mystery with...
But...
Oh, you still... Makoto. What? Huh?
ton. It's...
I got it! It's part of the window. The window we broke to get in was...
You're right. It must be. How did a shard of glass...
What's so strange about that?
What's strange... I got it! The bottle of poison was left, and yet, somehow...
Everything Hina told
In reality, that bottle, it was there at least until the window got broken. There's no other way to...
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle... Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime... That had to be after the locked room was opened.
Wait, hold on. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may... But how can you say the protein can was put there? We already know she was given the protein... That can wasn't there.
You're right. But before we do... It has to do with after Sakura's body was discovered.
What are you talking...
Not at all.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Not me.
Same here.
Yeah.
Okay then, that proves that the protein can found...
Oh, come on! How can you know what...
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying... someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be!
It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
When it comes to that, there's not a doubt until, though, it absolutely...
So you're someone plant? No.
It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be!
It was in there
Before the rec room was...
No, that's wrong! You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course!
Well, those pieces weren't just... We also found... What? And this it shows that the can must have been put down on the floor, so it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. Kyoko, earlier when...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of...
So you asked everyone about it too.
And that's made As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison. But once the room was opened up, the protein can wound up in the rec room.
That's all true, then I thought we all agreed she was
No, the only explanation is she drank it from its original...
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had...
You're saying she drank it, knowing such a ridiculous...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to establish who exactly got the poison from the
It was Hina, right?
What do you think, Makoto?
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently...
What are you talking about?
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab.
You're lying!
Why? Why would you lie like that? You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison? I hate you!
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong!
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it. Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it? It did. That powder... So the powder we found on Sakura...
Wait. So, what?
And it was only on her...
Sakura must have been standing right so the person who spilled the powder... And when Sakura dropped the bottle, which is how she was able to... But the powder still got scattered... Is there any problem?
But why did Sakura pay? The only explanation is that she...
No! Because I...
No. You... Here's my answer! The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was...
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it anymore.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, Sakura went and got the poison. All so she could end, and that explains why we couldn't solve... I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her. She sat there, drank the poison, and the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room. At that point, someone grabbed, and that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the... When we found her body, because you already... And because the bottle of poison...
That's when you picked up the... I was too shocked to notice it.
And the more I think about it... You said you were going to, but your real intention was to go to the... Once you were at the camp there, when you left the lab, thinking about it like that...
When you were done, you... While everyone else was focused on... Honestly, you should have been the first one to run up. The Hina I know never...
So, in order to hide this fact, Hina, as long as you could disguise the truth, that's why you didn't bother to get the footprints in the powder?
So you're saying Hina conscious...
No! I killed her!
That's enough, Hina.
It's not!
It is! Actually, no. We have to end this You! This case began when Sakura asked a number of... specifically. But one of them headed out. She got there one step ahead. Here's exactly what happened. But one of them, she got there. And she found... Then, from inside the... next to her... When he got there, he mistakenly thought... Without thinking he'd killed her, he took a magazine to that end. Toko. But of course, Toko had witnessed the... She jumped out of the... But in her rush she put the Soon after, she also saw the blood. This caused her when she woke back up and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, this explains why they're assuming Sakura really... She gathered up the and that explains how... But even after those two blows, so then... It was the poison that's... She turned the wreck... And there... Later on, we had to smash... But someone already knew. And that same someone... And while nobody did all this in an attempt to guide the trial, and the one who went to all... That's the full truth of it. Sakura, and you claim to be the killer to...
That's... What? But... How did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth?
Huh?
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculation. That's what you don't understand. And see, when you dismiss other people's feelings...
Okay. I think we can... Did you guys forget all...
Oh, yeah.
You see... well, whatever. Maybe you don't want to. So, will you make the... What's it gonna be? Okay.
What did you... Come on. What are you thinking?
Don't be mean!
What is...
You should have been the one to die!
What?
What is this?
forgiveness. I can't forgive them.
But,
Hina. There, friend.
Why?
what are you saying? I won't forgive you. Why? Huh?
Hina. Hina.
Huh?
I have
Huh?
some...
Please! Why? What?
Why? Why?
Hey! Hey!
Hey! What is this?
What are you saying?
In other words, yes, indeed.
What the?
Of course. Yep. Too bad. It's true.
Huh?
Unbelievable. Well now. Damn it. Boom, boom. Phew. Shing.
And
What are you gonna do? Hey, hey! But hold on.
enough already.
Yes, indeed.
As you know, I've been giving... You see, the mastermind took... I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. That's how I... And what the mastermind wanted from me... However, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken. I cannot betray those who would... I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat. I've made my I'm going... Of course, I understand if you all hate... So this is my atonement. My own situation has started having, which is exactly what the master... Of course, I'm still responsible. But I've decided myself. If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
Huh? No way!
Correct. However,
Finally, Hina, I never saw you as my enemy. You were Hina. Whatever it takes, survive no matter what.
But...
What are you gonna do? Uh-oh. Too bad. Huh? Say what?
You know? Well?
What? What do you want? How strange. Hey! Phew! Huh?
Naturally. Don't make me repeat myself.
What?
It's all clear now.
Hey,
What the heck?
You want me to punish you guys?
What? But...
Wrong! Listen up! Yoo-hoo! Let's give it every...
But still, I'm gonna...
What's the matter?
just as I thought.
Actually...
What are you thinking?
Yep. Phew. Hey,
I want to be able to help.
Very nice. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Well? Uh-huh.
What?
Yep.
Huh?
Hello.
Hina.
Yaha! Too bad.
What?
You guys? Too bad.
What?
Wah-wah? Well,
You. Who? Hey.
Yo! But,
Yes. Not possible. Stop.
Sorry. No, 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 no! Huh? What the heck?
See.
No, 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 no!
As such, soon the doors to... Okay, then.
Kyoko?
Yes, it. I said.
So cute.
Wait, what?
It's true. Whew. Hey. Correct. Makoto. So... Goodbye.